Don't feel like you're left behind if you don't have what other people have. What I used to think what purpose is like talent, right? I thought your talent was your purpose. For example, like cooking. I love cooking, right? I thought cooking was my purpose. But no, according to the Bible, the first commandment and the first thing that Jesus would tell us to do is honor your God with everything that you do. So that is the purpose. Cooking would be how the outcome of my purpose, like how I would show my purpose. But my purpose is for me to honor God with my body, with the words that I'm saying, with everything. So now I get it clearer, because I love cooking and I thought it was my purpose. And then I love talking to people, right? I can make a stone talk. Okay, you guys, I could talk to a stone. So I thought my purpose was somehow, and I used to be really, well, I'm fascinated with the brain, people's brain, right? I want to do it like the Chinese do. So I thought my purpose was to be a doctor. That's why I started school, but I wasn't happy. The thing is though, when you're not aligned with God, it doesn't matter your talent, there's no fulfillment. No fulfillment. So some people would say, oh, helping people is my purpose, right? But if you are not aligned with God, then you would help people to show off, right? Like hypocrites. You know what I mean? So to love one another, what comes before that is honor or love your God with all you do. If you love me, you would obey my commands, right? So first comes love. So that is the purpose of our life, right? Not to build to make a lot of money, blessing, the prosperity gospel, you know? So I'm just saying, like, don't feel left out. Don't compare yourself with anyone. Your purpose is just to honor God, and that doesn't involve money. That doesn't involve, so for example, right? If I say, oh, cooking is my purpose, right? Let's just say I don't have my hands. What happened then? Does it mean I don't have a purpose anymore? Right? There's a lot of verses in the Bible that says the purpose is to honor God, to love God. So we think that when we help others is the purpose, but no, that's how we show it. Our purpose is to walk through the narrow road. So I come here and then I cook and I show you what I eat. But if cooking was my idol, then I would just show you unhealthy food just to make money. Does it make sense, you guys? So loving the Lord will let you love people. You would serve people honestly, right? But we think that, oh, the number of people that followed the church or the pastor or the person who helped people, we think that that is aligned with what our purpose is, right? Not always, right? Not always. And the only person that knows if you're serving your purpose or not is you. That's why I tell you a lot of times, guys, don't judge. Don't judge. You know what I mean? If you were helping a lot of people, like you have NGO, helping a lot, but you don't have peace inside of you, no fulfillment, even helping people, if you're not careful, you can idolize it. Don't feel like you're left behind if you don't have what other people have. Work on your inside. Be honest with yourself. Connect with God. That is your purpose. Not to save the world. Jesus already did, right? So if you love the Lord with all your heart, that is your purpose. And then the outcome would be you living your inside out. And people will see it. If you want to influence people, leaders become what they preach, right? I don't judge people who preach and not do it. You know why? Because I'm gonna benefit from their messages, right? But if they don't do it, I don't care. Oh, he doesn't do it, so I'm not gonna listen to him? No. Is the message gonna help me? Does it make sense? Yeah, I'm gonna do it, so I get the benefit. I don't judge people that way. That's none of my business. Just do your purpose. Earlier, I was telling you about my cooking. If I continue my cooking show as how I started, I would have been, oh my God, like even like subscriber-wise, money-wise, it would have been, oh my God, did you see like how many views I used to get when I was cooking? But I was idolizing it. So I had to take a break and sacrifice a lot of money. And I did it for me. But I hope I'm benefiting you guys, because I'm honest. I tell you how I feel, what I feel, right? And I don't do things just because it makes me money. So the result of knowing your purpose on earth is finding peace. Otherwise, yes, you're gonna make a lot of money. You can help a lot of people, but still not be satisfied. Right, my loves? So when you love the Lord with all your heart, it is really hard not to love people. It is really hard not to, you would love people. And then you'll be honest by yourself, with yourself. You have the fear of the Lord more than the fear of people. You probably be an outcast, because that's not the world's way. You gotta be able to be okay to be by yourself sometimes. But then again, the right people will come. So in general, purpose is not talent, is not cooking show, is not podcast, is not a bunch of NGOs, is not running a church, is not preaching, is not being a doctor, is not being a nurse, accountant. That is a talent. Purpose is what we all have in common, which is fulfillment. Fulfillment is when you are loving the Lord, fearing the Lord, right? When you're not a hypocrite. When your right hand gives but your left hand doesn't see, right? But the world will welcome you if you show giving. That's why I always tell you, no one is above you, no one is below you. No one is above you, no one is below you. Because it doesn't matter what you have, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, doesn't matter how much money you have a purpose. You are so priceless. So do not compare yourself to others. You're not better than the guy on the street. You're not less than Miss Oprah Winfrey. So there's no fulfillment without God, and the first commandment is to love God. And when you love God, when you obey God, it's hard not to help others. But then again, it's love your neighbor as yourself, right? So if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with me. If you're doing whatever behind closed doors, but you're different, you're going to be the one who's going to be hurting. If you don't help yourself, but you sacrifice for everybody, then it doesn't make sense. Unless we want to go to the full extent of the camel in the needle of in the eye of the needle, right? If you want to go to the full extent of the kingdom, you have to sell all your belongings and then share it.